The action of Day 5 at the Universiade in Kazan was jam-packed, and TD-TV caught up with the Australian Boomers coach Andre Lemanis, while Canadian journalist Kelsey Wright helps analyse the happenings post-game. Australia's basketball hopes at the 2013 Universiade have just taken a blow with the defeat to Canada. It was 11 points after the scores were tied midway through the last term. I'm here with Canadian journalist Kelsey Wright. Kelsey, it was a pretty solid win by the Canadians in the end.
It was a great win. It was such an exciting game though. Australia really put up a fight.
And Brady Heslop top scored for the Canadian team. You know him well. Tell us a little bit about his game.
Brady's been the top scorer at all 3 games for Canada, and he's the most senior guy on the team, so he's kind of expected to score.
And we just heard from both coaches. Australian coach, who is also the Boomers coach and AIS head of development, Andre Lemanis, was extremely disappointed with the boys' game.
Obviously, issue tonight was defence. 92 points is unacceptable for us. So, and it's the way they got them too. You know, a lot of layups, a lot of easy second chance points. So that's something that we can get better at. And the thing is about a tournament like this, it's about playing the next day. You've got to put that one behind you pretty quickly and get on, and got an opportunity to do something good tomorrow, and we need to come out and play well in that game.
Yeah, and with your new role as head of the Boomers and at the AIS, are you feeling comfortable a couple of months in now?
Yeah.
You're enjoying it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's not to enjoy being the national coach?
Yeah. And how important is sort of this competition for the development of these boys, for maybe some potential Boomers in there?
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic environment for them to experience. It's as close as you can get to the Olympics without actually going to the Olympics, just with the village lifestyle, the lack of practice time, the disruptions with buses, all the stuff that you got to deal with at an Olympic Games, and you can't replicate any other way, is something that they're having to experience here, so it's fantastic. It's fantastic for them to go through that. And
speaking of the Olympic Games, a couple of these young 20-year-olds could potentially be in the mix come Rio. Is there a couple of names for Australians to look out for?
It's it's about building a good base for us and having good, solid, proper players coming through to continue to, keep upward pressure on those that are in the team. And some of these guys here are certainly doing a good job of putting their hand up for that.
No worries. Thanks very much. Good on you. But the Canadian coach, upbeat and looking forward to a few tough games ahead. He's a fairly big deal in Canada.
He's a very big deal. He was a great player when he played, and then he coached the Toronto Raptors for a bit, the first ever Canadian coach, and now he coaches the Trailblazers in the NBA, and he was the only Canadian ever to coach in the Team USA basketball as well.
Both Canada and Australia are yet to come up against the US. It will happen in the next couple of days. So it's a quick turnaround, and the US are going to be hard to beat for both sides.
The US have a lot of really, really strong NCAA players, including Luke Hancock, who played at Louisville. So it's going to be a tough game for both Australia and Canada, but we'll see what happens.
The competition is fairly tough and of a very high standard here in the basketball. There'll be more to come on TD-TV. Thank you.